Do you believe you should have a say in the future of our city?
Remember, 185 people lost their lives from those devastating earthquakes, and there's never been a more important time than now to have your say on the running of our city.
To help our city get through, the government set up Sarah to lead the recovery with the purpose of supporting the councils and the communities.
And how well Sarah performed remains to be seen, but now is your chance to have your say.
The Performing Arts Precinct will sit alongside a purpose-built state-of-the-art convention centre.
Were you inspired by the council-led Share an Idea campaign, which asked, what was your vision for the city? Do you know what happened to those ideas? Those ideas helped formulate a draft city plan, which was given to the Minister, who some months ago set up the CCDU to write the blueprint for the central city.
But let's be honest, we were never given the chance to have any say about the blueprint, or what it would end up costing us. So now, nearly 3 years on since the government announced its controversial CBD blueprint, the conversation starts again with the regeneration of our city and who should lead that.
The Transition Recovery Plan may look like it's about the legislation, the government powers and what replaces Sarah. But what it's really about is whether the people of Christchurch believe we should have a say about our city's future.
So, who should lead that future? Should that be solely focused on the CBD, or do the communities that make up the city matter as well? And should we be engaged in defining our vision for the future of Christchurch?
I believe it is a good idea to read the Advisory Board report as well as the Transition Plan. It basically says it's time for central government to step back in favour of local decision making.
Now, the questions posed might give you the idea that the only ones you should answer, but in fact you need to think about the bigger picture of the city.
Some things to consider are: does the proposal to set a new organisation called Regenerate Christchurch really mean the government stays in control for the next 5 years? And is this what you want? Has the government handled the residential recovery appropriately? By that I mean helping people resolve EQC and insurance problems in a timely manner. And will handing that over to another government agency make it any better? Should the government have all the say in the future use of the residential red zone land? And who should lead the engagement of what happens here? There is a lot to think about, but do you want the city to be a place that you're proud of? A city where you want to live, learn, bring your children up, invest or retire?
Then if you answered yes to these questions, you've only got the end of the month to have your say. So now it's time to stand up and be counted. Why? Because numbers matter. Head to the Sarah website and make a submission.